Hello, everyone. This is Felicia Bender, the Practical Numerologist, with your numerology forecast for the 8th personal year for August. So, if you are new to numerology and you don't know your personal year number, you're like, what is that? Please, I ask you to take just a moment, go to feliciabender.com, click on monthly forecast. There is a calculator there that will calculate your personal year for you. And there is also a note in the description box for this video that goes through that very simple process of calculation. We just want to make sure that you are calculating your personal year because this forecast is based on the personal year, not on the life path number. So those are two entirely different things in numerology. We just want to make sure you are at the right place at the right time, listening to the correct forecast. And before I jump right in real quick, if you've been with me this year for these forecasts, you will know I've been traveling a bit, and I'm still traveling right now. And I just want to say that it is really hot today, and I have an open window. So I have a window open. It's been nice. It's been quiet. It's been, recording worthy. And yet, as soon as I say that, there's going to be an ambulance go by, the trash collector, dog's going to bark. Who knows what's going to happen out there? Firecrackers going on. I don't know. So I'm just giving you fair warning so that you'll know that you're not going crazy, that there's something going on, and just so you know. And if there are beads of sweat going down, you'll know why as well. And I'm just saying it's raw and uncensored right now. And if you've been living on the planet, you're probably right there with me. So anyway, just want to let you know. Now let's get into it. Let's get into your 8 personal year. So August is a number 7 personal month for you. So this is a month to slow down, to really go inward in your 8, your very powerful 8. So how's that going to look? How's that going to feel, right? So we really are closing in on a peak time for you in your 8 personal year. Next month, September, is a crescendo in your year, where the energy of this intense and financially focused 8 really reaches this full level of richness and intensity. And the reason I bring this up now is because if you're tapped in and tuned in, if you're kind of connected intuitively, you're feeling it, right? You are feeling something going on underneath it. And I want to validate that numerologically, that you're moving into this wave of this energy. And I figure that if you're listening to this forecast on your numerology, that more than likely you're an intuitive, and you're an empath, and you are someone who is connected in on that. So I just want to validate that and give you a framework around that. So we'll talk much more about what that brings to the table in next month's forecast. And yet, what does August bring before we get there? So August brings for you a bit of a slowdown. That could be good. It could be good. And yet, if you're type A, maybe it's no bueno. And yet, if you're type A, you probably need it even more, so that it's not a crash and burn time for you. So you might consider tapping the brakes right now, literally tapping those brakes, slowing it down for a moment. Pause, take some contemplative time for yourself in the midst of this very hard driving, very results oriented year, right? So this year continues to focus on business, on career matters, personal power, all the things having to do with power, with a capital P. This is a time where you get to take a very well-deserved, right, rest, if you allow it for yourself. I beg of you to take this downtime. It really is earmarked for it. You get the full out permission slip, and everything will be waiting for you at the end of the month, at the beginning of next month, to go full throttle. Now you need this downtime. You need the percolation time. You need things to gel. in a different way. It's going to be preemptive if you just keep accelerating this month. All right. So please just step back for just a second. Knowledge is power, as we all know. And so August really holds out some opportunities for you to gather and digest information for some important project, for something important that you are working on right now. You'll want to get to know how every aspect of whatever it is you're involved with actually works, right? What is really involved? How do you map it out step by step? You're going to really benefit when you take the time to understand the inner workings right now. So August is offering you a very rare respite from that go, and that you've been working on all year long. So really, I ask you to relinquish to that. You'll derive a good deal of inspiration from a spiritual or an intuitive insight that is going to begin to gel for you in August. So that special insight and its practical application, right? It comes in as an idea, a feeling, a concept, and then you're gonna grab hold of that and bring it into reality, bring it into practical application. So this is going to help one of your ventures bring it into some new heights, some new levels of success on or about August the 10th. So pay attention to your heart as well as your head right now. So don't let your brain take over. Allow yourself to intuit into some of the energies around what you're doing and managing and manifesting right now. So even though much of the focus of an 8 personal year is more about business, it can also be about the business of love and your sense of power and empowerment within your relationship life, within your love relationships, or simply relationships generally. So I like to also say that in an 8 personal year, you're going to be challenged to step into yourself, step into your power, be more assertive about yourself. And so this can really show up in your relationship life, whether it's your business relationships, family, friends, intimacies, all of that sort of thing. So keep that in mind as you are traversing into this 7-month in August. So a brief trip between August 12th and the 18th may pop up. It'd be great to jump on it. If it does, you're going to go, oh my God, that numerology lady said something about a trip, and here it is. So if it works out that way, I'm giving you the thumbs up. The universe is saying go. Rearrange some of your other meetings that you'll have to, cancel, postpone. It's all good. You're going to get much more out of the travel than you would by being chained to your desk, right? Or something of that nature. So you might need a little bit more solitude, a little bit more gearing down time right now to meditate on your future plans and your goals. Again, that's what's coming up in the 8 anyway. It's really implementation, structuring, making things happen. So you've got to kind of regroup every once in a while, right? You can't just keep blazing forward. You have to regroup, you reposition. All of those things are really key features for you in August. And so just getting out of that daily routine can jumpstart your ability to get into your creative side, to move the needle in places that it might not otherwise. So the combination of the energies of your personal year with your monthly cycle, so the personal year is the 8 and the monthly 4 weeks you're in right now is a 7. It offers a convergence of both the left side, right side of the brain, right? That intellect and analysis. It's kind of like bridging heaven and earth right now. And it's bringing in the emotion and the intuition along with the intellect and the analysis. So it's attempting to merge those two together and how powerful, unstoppable that can be. So if you're ready to use this and integrate it, it's incredible. Unstoppable is what I would say. So we all know what it looks and feels like to hit a wall, right? when the more that we push it and try to think something into being, the more it crashes, the more it burns, the more frustrating it is, the more it doesn't happen. So what I'm saying is, this is the month to step away for a moment, take that break, whether it's a long walk or a tech-free vacation, right? Just moments, just step back. And then you will come back revitalized, and all those issues, maybe not all of them, but some of the significant ones that were standing in the way before, somehow will have moved. They will have disintegrated, and you can forge ahead with much more clarity, much more efficiency, and much easier. Like when it was a slog, when it was hard, you suddenly reappear in this situation, this, after taking the break, and it all runs smoothly. It's like, it got a tune up while you were gone. So that is the goal right now. So you're truly being asked to stop, to stand still for a moment, so that you can determine what is underneath it all, right? What's driving you? What's the end game? What's the end goal? So it's going to, again, focus on empowerment and your sense of empowerment within all aspects of your life. What is standing in the way of the full expression of what you are and who you are? Because underneath it all, the energy of the seven calls in those deeper, more encompassing questions in the midst of this rather performance-based year. The seven is not about the financial, it's not about the material, it's about the spiritual, it's about the self, it's about self-actualization. And so take this moment to focus on that instead, and then it's going to integrate and empower you as you continue and carry forward from September on in again, your power year of your 8. So don't be surprised if you're going to be faced with a few battles of the wills this month. The 7 brings a little bit of skepticism, perfectionism mixed with the already dominating energy of the 8 of your personal year. So watch out. You can get really entrenched in certain things. So back off a little bit and, think twice, speak once, if you know what I mean. So just remember, you don't have to show up for every argument that you are invited to. I don't know who said that, but it's a brilliant quote, and it's so true, right? And yet speak with clarity, with dignity, with respect for yourself and others, and do what you know you must do, and embrace and exert your authority, and yet in a balanced way. Who was it who, again, another quote about, if ask yourself if what you're about to say is kind, and if it's not kind, is it necessary? Because oftentimes when we're in this kind of energy that you're going to be in, it's going to be, well, it's the truth, I'm just going to tell the truth. And it's like, okay, the truth is okay, yes, and yet, can you sit with it for a moment and ask yourself if it's really necessary to speak the truth in that way, and if so, how can you make it helpful, supportive, and kind? So those are some energies that you're going to be working with in August. So that is your forecast for August. Head over to FeliciaBender.com. You can find plenty of resources, free resources, articles, life path information there. There's some courses and some great ways to study more about numerology. You can get your full individual chart. So if you're becoming a little bit of a numerology geek and wanting to know more, FeliciaBender.com is a place for all things numerology. So in the meantime, I'm really looking forward to meeting with you next month in September to see what that has in store for you. And I'll give you a teeny tiny spoiler alert. I know I've said it before, yet September is a very pivotal month, a very important month, numerologically speaking. So I look forward to really detailing that, digging into what that might mean for you in this at that pivotal point of this very hard driving, power centric 8 personal year of yours. So have a great month, and I will see you back here then.